Good evening, it's Friday, February 20th, and you're watching the Daily Rewind, the one-stop shop to get you all caught up on today's stories.
We're following breaking news in Newport News as police are on the scene of a shooting.
Right now, officers are on Bellwood Road. 10 on your side's Kagan Hughes just got there, and she joins us now with more details. What are you seeing, Kagan?
Yeah, Katie, Kiana, we're right off Jefferson Avenue in Newport News. We're seeing more than 8 cop cars here right now. I'm going to step out of the way so we can zoom in and see what we're seeing. You can see that Bellwood Road right off the apartments here. The parking lot is blocked off. You can actually see the tape that's blocking it off. The scene seems like it's happening farther back in the parking lot, so we are not getting a really good look at what's happening, but there's a lot of police that are here right now. We did see one door open, but police have not been going in and out of that door right now, and there's not a lot of movement, so we haven't been able to talk to any residents about what they heard or what's happening so far. But what we know right now is that there has been a shooting. There's a lot of police on scene, and the parking lot has been blocked off for anyone to go through right now. But we'll be keeping you updated on the latest throughout the morning, online and on air. For now, we're live in Newport News. Kagan Hughes, 10 on your side.
New this morning, a Chesapeake man will spend 10 years in prison after attempting to receive a drug delivery. Court documents say this happened last March after law enforcement officials intercepted a package that contained more than 2,500 grams of meth. Investigators say they swapped the meth with sham narcotics and conducted a controlled delivery. They say 64-year-old Gino Castle-Smith later opened the package and was arrested.
3 Newport News men face charges after investigators seized multiple drugs and a gun in York County. Officials say a search warrant was executed on George Washington Memorial Highway yesterday, and during that search, investigators found a half pound of crystal methamphetamine and several grams of cocaine. Thomas Cogan, Ryan Dole Palazzo, and Trevor L. McElroy all face several felony possession counts with the intent to distribute illegal drugs. Virginia health leaders reaffirm their commitment to vaccines.
The Virginia Department of Health says vaccines are a critical tool that protect the health of families and communities. 10 on your side's Kagan Hughes joins us live in Portsmouth to tell us more. Kagan?
Yeah, good morning, Katie, Kiana. VDH is doubling down on its commitment to vaccines and recommends children get vaccinated under the American Academy of Pediatrics 2026 immunization schedule. Now, VDH says it expects all healthcare providers to rely on its training and professional judgment and consult with information that has been published by the AAP. In late January, AAP published its recommended childhood and adolescent immunization schedule. It recommends vaccines against 18 diseases. VDH says it believes the schedule ideally protects Virginia's child and young adults against vaccine-preventable diseases. With the recent increase in measles cases in Virginia, the state health commissioner says it's a strong reminder of the importance and power of vaccines to protect our health. Now, VDH says Virginia's immunization schedule for school children remains unchanged. Live in Portsmouth, Kagan Hughes, 10 on your side.
Developing news from Chesapeake. A person and multiple pets are at a home after a late-night house fire. It happened just after 10:30 last night on South Eva Boulevard. Officials say that fire was knocked down within 20 minutes and no one was hurt. There are expected to be multiple planned student walkouts in response to recent operations by ICE today. That includes multiple schools in Virginia Beach. Gloucester County Schools is also expecting student walkouts today. This comes as other districts across the area, including Portsmouth and Norfolk, saw walkouts earlier this week. You can look for updates throughout the day.
And we are following breaking news from Suffolk. A person has serious injuries after they were hurt in a crash. It happened around 6 this morning on Portsmouth Boulevard. Paramedics rushed the person to a local trauma center for treatment. The cause of this crash right now is under investigation. Looking ahead, tomorrow is the E. Palmer grocery gift card giveaway. This event will help support a veteran and Black-owned supermarket in South Norfolk.
Seniors will get $100 gift cards for groceries, and everyone will walk away with a $75 gift card for groceries. Now, this is first come, first served while supplies last. That giveaway is at the E. Palmer Supermarket on East Berkeley Avenue.
We had some rain around the noon hour into the air, very, very light rain, and it's been falling apart, and this got it falling apart or moving on out to sea by 1 o'clock. But again, that's of no great consequence whatsoever. We'll see some sunshine. That'll be of consequence, because that'll warm things on up. I'm going around 70, 71 degrees. This is going 72, 73, 74 degrees, even warmer into North Carolina. Regardless, the sun comes out and warms up in a big, big way. Now we go into Saturday. You saw a stray shower move across the south side during the pre-dawn hours. North Carolina, you can see a little bit of rain coming up tomorrow morning, but not that awfully much. And temperature's not bad, 59, 60 degrees into the area coming up for the afternoon on Saturday. On we go into Saturday evening, and we're looking at temperatures in the 45, 52 degree range into the area. Now we get to Sunday, and now we're looking at rain. And you'll note that I have rain, freezing rain, sleet, snow. What's up with that? Why do I have that there? Because off to the northwestern part of the screen, you can see a little bit of snow there. Again, we could see it by the end of the day. Not so much at 1 o'clock, 15, 25 mile an hour winds. There's where things are by 7 o'clock in the evening. We're looking at some snow and really not a real dividing line with freezing rain or sleet out there. It's just either rain or a heavy wet snow. Look at the temperatures, 34, 35, 36 degrees, and it's snowing. So that's the kind of thing where we can see just this heavy wet snow that will likely melt on contact for a good length of time and not really collect, certainly not on the streets, but it might collect on the grass, on car tops, patios, decks, that kind of thing going on. 33, 34, 33, 35. Plus the ground is warm after having temperatures above freezing now for a few days. 22, 35 mile an hour winds, 28 to 40 mile an hour winds, and that's at 1 o'clock in the morning late on Sunday night. There's the low right here on out to sea, but that's pulling on away. There's where things are 1 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning, you can see it's breaking up a bit, but look at the wind out of the north-northwest, really, not due north-northwest, at around 40 miles an hour, and there's where things are by 7 a.m. and then 9 a.m. on Monday. Still some snow going on for the eastern shore, and I think you'll take the brunt of this snowfall. Eastern shore, you'll like it, folks on the eastern shore likely to get a lot of snow out of it, and it's going to be heavy enough, so even if it melts at first on contact, it's going to be heavy enough and continue long enough. I think you'll see snow collecting. You'll see a mess, quite likely, for the eastern shore. 40% chance of rain. Well, yeah, that's at the midday hour. Chance of rain Saturday, yeah, maybe a stray shower in the morning, especially in North Carolina. We're going to see some snow during the overnight hours. Again, with temperatures 33, 34, 35, 36, it's not likely to really stick all that much at first. And eventually, I think, tend to stick on the grass and on patios and car tops. Eastern shore, it'll stick. You'll likely get some heavier snow, and likely continuing into Monday morning, getting windy on Monday for the day, and colder with temperatures only into the low 40s, upper 30s and low 40s, and then gradually recovering by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
We begin with breaking news from the Supreme Court. Justices have struck down President Trump's far-reaching global tariffs. The move sends him a significant loss on an issue that's crucial to his economic agenda. The decision centers on tariffs imposed under an emergency powers law, including sweeping reciprocal tariffs he levied on nearly every other country. The justices ruled 6-3, striking it down. We have more breaking news this midday. A press conference is underway at Naval Station Norfolk concerning the murder of Navy sailor Angelina Rosendez. Her body was found in the woods in Norfolk last June, days after she was reported missing. Jeremiah Copeland faces several charges in connection to her death, including murder, sexual assault, and obstruction of justice. Prosecutors say Rosendez was killed in Copeland's barracks room on May 29th. Now, her mom, Esmeralda Castle, is speaking out again with the help of the League of United Latin American Citizens. She's pushing for more accountability and transparency from the Navy. 10 on Your Side's investigative reporter Chris Horn is at the press conference. He'll bring you the very latest in 30 minutes. Now turn to more breaking news. We now know that 2 men were killed during that early morning shooting in Newport News. It happened on Bellwood Road. Police say this is an isolated incident. They say they found 2 firearms at the scene. 10 on your side's Kagan Hughes talked with a witness who heard the gunfire.
Newport News Police are investigating a shooting that happened this morning on Bellwood Road right off of Jefferson Avenue.
I definitely heard a volley of gunfire, sounding anywhere from 9 to 12 shots. Kind of surprised me, jumped me out of bed, kind of ran to the front and saw what I thought was a car fleeing the scene. But definitely sounded like it was a volley exchange of gunfire.
This was a scene 10 on your side saw. Heavy police presence, forensics, and detectives canvassing the area this morning.
It's not pleasant to come outside and see all the cop cars out here. Kind of the norm around here.
Police responded to the shooting around 5:40 a.m. DeLay on Staley lives in the area. He said the gunshots woke him up.
It sounded like wood banging together. If you know what that sound is, you know what that sound is. It's not mistaken by anything else.
Staley says he has young kids, so hearing the shots makes him nervous.
You never know where they're flying, where they're going to end up. So yeah, kind of just protecting my family and hoping it doesn't come through a window.
We'll keep you updated on air and online as we learn more information. In Newport News, Kagan Hughes, 10 on your side.
It's continue to pour in after the death of Virginia Beach delegate Barry Knight. He died yesterday after a long battle with cancer. Speaker Don Scott and Minority Leader Terry Kilgore released a joint statement saying, quote, "For over 15 years in the House of Delegates, Barry Knight was a steady and respected presence, working tirelessly to keep our Commonwealth's budget on track and to serve the people of Virginia Beach and all Virginians." Governor Abigail Spanberger also delivered a statement following Delegate Knight's passing. She called him, quote, "a born and raised Virginian farmer and staunch advocate for our Commonwealth's agribusiness community." She went on to say, quote, "Delegate Knight personified what it means to be a citizen legislator. I will order the flag of the United States and the Virginia state flag to be lowered in his honor on the day of his internment." Knight was a lifelong resident of Virginia Beach. He represented the resort city since 2009 as a Republican. Knight leaves behind his wife, Paula, and 3 children. 10 on your side's Andy Fox is covering this story, and he'll have the latest on Wavy News 10 beginning at 4. New at midday, student-led walkouts are set to take place at high schools in Virginia Beach and in Gloucester to protest immigration and customs enforcement. Now that includes multiple schools in Virginia Beach. 10 on our side's Karina Garcia is joining us now live from Princess Anne High School. Karina, how's it going out there?
Julia, we're actually headed to Princess Anne High School in a little bit. We're actually right in front of Salem, where they just had their protest, their student-led protest. It lasted maybe about 10 minutes. We're looking at least 40 students, possibly more, chanting what they say are extreme and unjust policies against their community by ICE agents. They tell me that this was a protest that was organized by the students, but it was, according to one student, very much backed by school officials. They tell me that school officials and their teachers were aware of this protest happening, so it seems to be a coordinated movement happening all across many high schools in Virginia Beach. We've seen ICE walkout protests happening, several in Portsmouth, some in Norfolk yesterday. Last week there was a protest in Chesapeake ISD. Those students did receive school suspension. Now, as for these Virginia Beach students, it's unclear whether they will face any repercussions, but I am getting word that the protest at Princess Anne High School will be beginning at 12:30, so we are headed that way to speak with some of the organizers who tell us they are marching for and protesting in response to their communities. So right now, that is the very latest. Live in Virginia Beach, Karina Garcia, 10 on your side.
Now to breaking news. A press conference has just wrapped up at Naval Station Norfolk concerning the murder of Navy sailor Angelina Rosendez. Her body was found in the woods in Norfolk late last June, just days after she was reported missing. Jeremiah Copeland faces several charges in connection to her death, including murder, sexual assault, and obstruction of justice charges. Her mom, Esmeralda Castle, is speaking out again about the case with the help of the League of United Latin American Citizens. She wants more accountability and transparency from the Navy. Well, 10 on your side's investigative reporter Chris Horn was at that press conference today. He's been following this case. He's joining us now live with the latest updates.
Yeah, Julia Angelina Rosendez was killed here on the world's largest Navy base, Naval Station Norfolk. Her mother says it didn't have to happen. She says that her daughter's chain of command ignored the warning signs. Fellow sailor Jeremiah Copeland was charged in killing her back in late May of last year. Her body was found about a week later, not far from the base. At Copeland's Article 32 hearing back in September, the government presented accusations of previous criminal history for Copeland before Rosendez was killed. Her mother, Esmeralda Castle, says she has heard nothing from the Navy since.
I can't accept what is happening. It is wrong and it needs to stop. This is injustice and I want justice. She deserves it.
The press conference was organized this morning by the League of United Latin American Citizens. They are advocating on behalf of Esmeralda Castle and trying to get reform done, not only for what happened here with Angelina Rosendez, but for several other sailors who've been killed over the past several years. I'll have more on those parts of the story coming up this afternoon, beginning at 4. For now, we're live, Naval Station Norfolk. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
Virginia Democrats' proposed new congressional map is on its way to Governor Abigail Spanberger's desk. It comes just a day after a judge temporarily blocked the State Department of Elections from going forward with an April referendum that is needed to give Democrats the power to implement that map. Tyler Englander explains.
With Attorney General Jay Jones promising to challenge a judge's ruling that could stop redistricting in its tracks, Virginia Democrats in the General Assembly have advanced a new proposed congressional map that's meant to increase the number of Democrats in Virginia's congressional delegation. A potential new congressional map is now in the hands of Governor Abigail Spanberger. Democrats saying the map, which features 10 seats that favor Democrats and only one that favors a Republican, is about evening the playing field after President Donald Trump successfully lobbied several states to redraw their maps to favor Republicans.
We are being as transparent as the president was in his call for more seats. We are trying to maximize what Virginia can do to help the nation course correct and save our democracy.
However, Republicans say the map is a partisan power grab and Governor Spanberger should veto it.
Governor Spanberger campaigned and has stated that she wants to sign bipartisan bills. Well, here's your opportunity to not sign a totally partisan bill.
Spanberger's decision comes as a judge in Tazewell County has put Democrats' redistricting efforts in jeopardy. The judge temporarily stopping the State Department of Elections and others from going forward with an April referendum, something that could make it impossible for Democrats to implement the newly passed map. Attorney General Jay Jones has said he'll appeal the judge's decision.
We believe that the judge got it right. This has been a half-baked idea all along.
I'm very confident that based on the law and our Constitution that we've done everything by the book.
And now a timeline for the appeal is unclear. However, early voting for that now on hold redistricting referendum was originally set to begin on March 6th at the state capitol. I'm Tyler Englander.
Heart disease affects so many of us, and that's why 10 on Your Side is a proud sponsor to support the Go Red for Women campaign. We focused on promoting heart health among women. There was a special luncheon today where people shared stories and resources, and all new at 5, 10 on Your Side's Robert Rizzo was there too.
Red means go! Since 2004, Go Red for Women has been the signature women's initiative of the American Heart Association. The campaign brings the awareness and clinical care to women and cardiovascular disease, which is the #1 killer of women. Our own Katie Collette hosted the event.
At a very young age, my father had a heart attack. My grandfather, at a very young age, his dad also had a heart attack.
The movement encourages women to band together and to collectively wipe out heart disease. The event kicked off with a fashion show of women that are dealing with cardiovascular issues.
Today marks my 1,221st bonus day. I call them bonus days because I would not be here without the life-saving gift that I received.
But it was the inspirational message of the keynote speaker and heart transplant recipient Allison Conklin, who was at the age of 13 diagnosed with hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, and 3 months after that, her mom died of the same disease.
I had given her CPR and had to call my dad, and so that just kind of fast-forwarded my life into heart failure.
At age 42, Conklin would undergo a heart transplant and offered advice to women to celebrate, stop worrying, and live life with kindness and gratitude.
If my donor could give me a heart that beats this strong, then the least I can do is to live a life that beats just as boldly.
The event was also a reminder to women everywhere to live a healthy lifestyle and be heart healthy and to know the signs of a heart attack.
It might not always feel like that elephant sitting on your chest. Sometimes it's jaw pain, sometimes it's shortness of breath as you're going up and down the stairs.
Today's event ended with a flurry of donations from a room full of women in red that raised not only awareness, but a lot of green. In Newport News, Robert Rizzo, 10 on your side.
Downtown Norfolk will be rocking tonight as the Admirals hit the ice.
That's right, they're taking on the Fort Wayne Comets at 7, and Yorktown night is tomorrow. 10 on your side, Sports Director Craig Loper has a preview.
All right, I'm Craig Loper here at Norfolk Scope. Pleased to be joined by the Director of Marketing for the Norfolk Admirals, Becca Robinson, kind enough to share some of her time. Well, Becca, this weekend, a big one for the ads. Tomorrow specifically, Yorktown night, and there's a lot of good stuff going on here at Scope.
Yes, we're so excited. So this is our second year doing Yorktown night. It'll be a full rebrand. We're going to be the Yorktown Admirals. We have a brand new jersey. We have a specialty logo. So we are super excited.
Yeah, those niche products are always cool for like the hardcore hockey fans. So that Yorktown branding makes the jersey unique. And then you said off camera that there's an auction going on right now.
Yes, so we do have the Yorktown auction going on right now. It'll go through Sunday. Fans can bid on game-worn, brand new autographed Yorktown jerseys. And they can access that auction on our website or on our social media.
Just how important is it for you and the marketing team to just reach out? You know, Yorktown, it's kind of a ways up there, but you want those people to come out and support.
Yeah, it's super important. We love our friends from across the water, as we like to call it, but it's just a great way to remind people that hockey is for everyone, and they are just as much as a part of the Admirals family and community as Virginia Beach or Norfolk or Chesapeake.
Love that, love that. All right, that's the Director of Marketing for the Norfolk Admirals, Becca Robinson. Come check it out. Yorktown happening tomorrow, and then also just get down here. The Admirals in a whole series this weekend. For now, I'm Craig Loper in Norfolk. Back to you.
Today, more students across Hampton Roads walked out of class to protest ongoing immigration operations. 10 on your side was there when students in Virginia Beach took to the streets. They're the latest in a string of young people speaking up. 10 on your side's Karina Garcia was there.
I'm here in Virginia Beach in front of Salem High School, where dozens of students, as you can see behind me, have left the classroom and are chanting in protest against what they call unjust policies by ICE agents. The message today is clear. They're standing up for their friends, their family, and their community.
It feels important to be a part of this movement.
A movement that is taking place across several high schools in the city of Virginia Beach. Students say these demonstrations were sparked by concerns over ICE enforcement actions happening nationwide and the impact they believe those policies could have on their local communities. This wasn't organized by adults. Students we spoke to tell us this walkout is coming directly from them. Salem High School student Jordan Smith says he's proud to support his peers and what he calls a movement greater than himself.
So this event was scheduled online by our school, and it was student run, and yeah, they're walking out for ICE, so they're trying to stand for the cause and right. I guess get together because there's power in numbers, and yeah, the teachers, they were pretty nice about it, pretty cool about it, so it's pretty nice to see.
And as we've mentioned, hundreds of students are taking part in this ICE walkout protest across the city of Virginia Beach, including right here at Princess Anne High School. They had their walkout this morning. Hear from those students coming up on Wavy News 10 at 6. In Virginia Beach, Karina Garcia, 10 on your side.